Yeah, man. And when I first met him, he was young, and he was just really athletic and didn't talk a lot, was kind of quiet. And I always thought he was a little, not weird, but just like, oh man, this guy's awful quiet. He doesn't talk much. And
Mm-hmm.
maybe that's just him or whatever, because all wrestlers are a little quirky and weird in their own way, right? But then, you get to know him more, and then he starts to open up more, and you get to loving the guy and liking the guy. And then he just kind of started growing body wise and wrestling wise in what we did. And then finally, when we got together in the Revolution, and then we became tag partners because we were groomed by the same guys, Danny, Jimmy, and Rip mainly. Me and Danny, we had the same. We had this. We believed the same psychology. We believed the same way to do things, and we gelled so well as a tag team. We got to the point, man, where we would just look and nod and didn't have to say anything, just give that look and wink, and we knew exactly what was going to happen, what we needed to do. And I think that working together so much uh, against each other, along as with each other, helped our career not only in OVW, but I mean immensely helped our career in the WWE.
Mm-hmm.
So and when you're up there on the road in WWE, you spend more time with your partner than you do your own family. It's like me and Danny were road wives. He
Mm-hmm.
was my road wife, I was his road wife, and you talk about everything that hey, how's your week? And he's my therapist, he's my buddy, he's my wife, he's my he's my everything. When we're with each other, because you're with that guy or that person, your partner,
Right.
more than you are, and we got along so well. And we never fought ever.
Awesome.
I can't think of one time where we ever had any type of a disagreement and ever argued. I can't think of any. We got along really well. So I love that guy. He's a great guy.
Oh yeah, that's great. I was so. I mean, it was a no-brainer when WWE. You guys got called up together. I always enjoyed the Bashams, and on the main roster. Wish we could have seen more. Just because we
So
knew who
so do
you
we.
were. The
Yeah,
badasses
Well,
that you were.
it was one of those like I remember not caring about anything on WWE except for the Bashams walked out. Like that's just
well,
how it was for me at the time. I was just like,
well,
because I was still an OVW guy. I mean, I watched WWE, but there wasn't a bunch. But then the Bashams would come out and be like that guy right there, he's from my hometown. That guy right there, I used to watch him whoop wholesale ass. So like that's just how it was, and I loved it. It was
yeah, we were just two boys from a. I was just a country boy from a one stoplight town, Dano. Of course, there's more stoplights in Seymour than Henryville, but just two young guys that had this dream of wanting to make it to the WWE and wrestle for Vince and be in a WrestleMania and hopefully become a champion and wear gold, and then who knows, maybe be in the Hall of Fame someday or whatnot. We and then finally when we were up there and we made it, it was just so surreal, guys. I mean, it was so surreal that we got to go up there together. And I'll tell you this story of how the Bashams were born. We had went on the road. They brought me in. They brought me up first, and were taking a look at me. This was when I still had my mullet, and before I had shaved my head.
Mhm.
And I was working a lot of singles with like Shannon Moore, Billy Kidman. I wrestled several others as well, and I did a pretty good job. They liked me. And then I think Jim Cornette had been pushing for me and Danny to be brought up as a tag, so they brought Danny up with me, and we did a couple loops together, and we wrestled several guys on the loop as well, and got a really good review. And then it happened like this, so sudden. We didn't even know we were going to be put on TV or be brought up at that day. We did a loop down in Florida, and then I think the TV was in Pensacola, Florida. That's where Rikishi was from, I think, or where he lived. And then me and Danny are sitting in catering, just waiting because, we went to the ring, worked out, and they were getting ready to do TV and all that. So we figured that we were finished. So we're sitting there in catering and eating, and Johnny Laurinaitis comes up to us, goes, "Hey, Doug, Danny, we're going to debut you guys tonight." And we were like, awesome. And we're going to call you the Basham Brothers. And I was like, yes, the Basham Brothers. I love it. That is great. And Danny's over there like, yes, that's great.
I love it.
It was like, I'm hitting him like, you're my brother. And it was we went out, and then we went out there and we killed it, did what we were supposed to do, got the stink face, and came back, high-fived each other, and the Bashams were born.
Man, that's so cool. That's awesome. Hey everybody, it's Morty.
It's Brian.
And thank you for watching today's episode of Developmentally Speaking.
If you could, please click that subscribe button.
And don't forget to punch that bell icon so you can get notified whenever we go live or drop a new video every Monday. Well, thanks for watching, guys. And we'll see you on the next
Developmentally Speaking.